Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. Here's what we have in the bulletin. Parliamentary opposition raises concerns over governance issues highlighted in Integrity Commission's report. Crocodile meat discovered at St. James Restaurant. And later in sports, champions Cavalier beat Arnett Gardens in rescheduled Premier League match. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kerry Simpson. Here are the details. The parliamentary opposition is raising concerns over governance issues highlighted in the Integrity Commission's report on the Estate Bridge development in Beverly Hills. The opposition alleges a conflict of interest as the Prime Minister's private company Imperium Investments held shares in Estate Bridge during its application for building approvals. It's concerned too that the development property in question was transferred to Estate Bridge by the Prime Minister's offshore company ADMAT Incorporated by way of gift. The opposition is calling for the Prime Minister to relinquish oversight of agencies connected to real estate approvals and enforce stricter cabinet conduct standards. Additionally, it says it supports the Integrity Commission's recommendation for an independent investigation into irregularities at the KSAMC, urging that the process remain free from political interference. The number of guns seized at the wharf in Kingston on Wednesday has increased from 33 to 43. The weapons were found in a shipment which originated from the United States and involved 5 barrels that were declared as containing grocery and clothing items. According to police reports, among the items seized were 3 fully assembled firearms and various component parts such as pistol slides, rifle barrels, and magazines. From preliminary assessment, the component part can assemble an additional 39 pistols and 1 rifle. The Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, says it is working with local and international law enforcement agencies to identify those responsible for the illicit shipment. Vendors in Port Maria have been given the green light to sell on the streets for the Christmas season, but with conditions. Shamela Pullen reports.
Over 30 spots in the town of Port Maria St. Mary have been assigned for vendors to sell their goods on the streets during the festive season. This will be on a first-come, first-served basis, so vendors need to apply early to secure their area.
We have some spots on Steny Street that is closer by Hesco Plaza. We have right beside Chicken Hut across from Giant Supermarket in that lay-by area there. We have marked out and persons will be there between Courts in the town, Courts Furniture Store and ST Restaurant. There's a few other spots. There's also another section that we're gonna allow them between the bridge, Outram Bridge and Courts.
Mayor of Port Maria, Fitzroy Wilson, however, says this is not for everyone, as vendors who sell market produce like meat and fish will still be required to operate inside the market.
We have a market and we are less than 50% occupancy in the market. The spots are there, their stalls are there, they are not occupied. And we're saying in the market, you're safe, you have electricity, you have bathroom facility, you're not left up to the increments. So what we're saying, we are asking them to use the market for the market produce. And this is not something I'm going to go back on.
This temporary arrangement will be in place until January 6, after which vending on the streets will no longer be permitted. However, this policy only applies to Port Maria and not all markets in the parish.
The problem with Donata Bay and Highgate is that there's no market. The Highgate market was burnt down some time ago, and there's no market structure for us to structure that area. The Donata Bay market, we have signed a contract for approximately $21 million last month, and the Donata Bay market is under construction. So therefore, we cannot enforce as we would want to do in those areas.
Shamela Pullen, TVJ News.
Meanwhile, Mayor of Port Maria Fitzroy Wilson says he spoke with local government Minister Desmond McKenzie and the technical team, who also provided an update on the Highgate market.
And the design of the market for Highgate is on way, and it's just for finalizing. But I know the drafting was done and financing is being sought. So it is work in progress, and we're hoping that maybe by the first quarter into the new budgeted year, that we will hear something meaningful with the Highgate market.
The St. James Public Health Department is warning business operators that it is illegal to sell meat that is not approved for consumption in Jamaica. It comes following the discovery of a crocodile carcass in a restaurant in the parish. Speaking at the recent sitting of the St. James Municipal Corporation meeting, Acting Chief Public Health Inspector for the parish, Sharika Lewis, says the discovery was made during an inspection.
That food and establishment was closed by the Public Health Department prior to. So it was upon us going for a revisit because they called us to say that they are ready for reopening. So when we went there and did the second inspection, the carcass was found.
The breakdown of meats that are approved for consumption.
Animals such as bulls, steer, cow, or other description of cattle, pigs, sheep, lamb, goat, or kid, rabbit, or other such mammals, and includes poultry, ducks, geese, turkeys, guinea fowls, or any other birds reared to produce meat. And this can be found in the Public Health Butchers Regulations of 1989.
Newly elected councillor for the Morant Bay Division, Rosemary Shaw, has officially been sworn in. Ms. Shaw has vowed to hit the ground running.
I pledge my heart, my loyalty, my love, my strength. I am going to be resilient as I can to make sure that Morant Bay Division is properly serviced. I'm going to make Morant Bay Division into a model division.
Shaw secured the division for the People's National Party with 2,096 votes to the JLP's Winston Downey's 1,978. It's now time for a break. Stay with us for local stories when we return. Welcome back to the Midday News. The Portmore Municipal Corporation staged its annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony on the grounds of the Portmore City Municipality building Thursday evening. The event, which is usually held at the Portmore Resilience Park, was relocated due to ongoing work. Mayor of Portmore, Leon Thomas, emphasized the importance of the occasion.
So there are questions being asked if it is going to be permanent here. And I just want to assure you, it won't be permanent here. We'll be moving back to our whole location that is out by the mall. But you can rest assured, you will have a Christmas tree permanent here every December. Christmas is also a time when we use the opportunity to say thank you to the people who have been there for us and with us. Those who have helped to make this successful transition of the year possible.
It's now time for the Business Minute.
The Investments has announced a major bond offer seeking to raise $5.43 billion to support its strategic growth plans. The bond, which targets both retail and institutional investors, will refinance existing debt and fund new projects. The offer includes 3 tranches with interest rates 9.75% per annum for 18 months, 10% for 24 months, and 10.5% for a 2-year term that transitions to floating rates for additional year. Investors contributing over $5 million can earn up to 11.5%. VM plans to list the bonds on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, increasing their marketability and liquidity. The offer opens on December 19 and closes on December 27. Further afield, the UK economy shrank for the second month in a row in October as concerns about the budget continues to weigh on confidence. Official figures show a 0.1% drop despite expectations that the economy would return to growth after a fall in September. The Office for National Statistics said the activity had stalled or declined with pubs, restaurants, and retail among sectors reporting, quote, weak months. And that's it for the Business Minute. I'm Jamila Maitland for TVJ News.
Time now for the top regional and international stories.
In the region, 18 Latin American and Caribbean countries launched the Alliance for Security, Justice and Development at the Regional Security and Justice Summit aimed at addressing organized crime. The initiative, led by the Inter-American Development Bank, focuses on protecting vulnerable populations, strengthening security institutions, and reducing illicit markets. It involves over 20 countries and 11 international organizations. Ecuador will host the first presidency, with the IDB providing technical support. On the international scene, mysterious drone sightings over the northeast U.S. are raising significant security concerns, drawing attention from residents, the military, and government agencies. Drones, often seen in groups and evading authorities, have been reported nightly in New Jersey and New York. Lawmakers, including New Jersey Assemblyman Brian Bergen, are frustrated by the lack of answers from law enforcement. The Pentagon has denied foreign involvement, but local officials are pressing for action. Some suggest changing FAA rules to request drones to have transponders for identification. The issue is gaining national attention, with fears growing among residents. And those were the top regional and international stories. I'm Hal Shaneberg.
Thanks, Hal Shane. And we head to a quick break. When we come back, we'll have your midday sports report.